Hello everyone, today we will be doing the remaining problems of exercise 6.5 and starting with the sixth problem. ABC is an equilateral triangle of side 2A. Find each of its altitudes. So I have drawn a triangle ABC, equilateral triangle with side each of them as 2A. Now what I am doing is draw a perpendicular AD. Draw a perpendicular AD to BC. Okay. Draw a perpendicular AD to BC. So you can see that you have got a right angled triangle. So we are just considering the right angled triangle. Triangle ABD, which is right angled at D. Since it is right angled, you can use your Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, what you will get is Pythagoras theorem. You will have AB square is equal to BD square plus AD square. Now AD is acting as the altitude for this triangle. So we have to find out what is the measure of AD. So we are just finding out what is AD square is equal to, which will be AB square minus BD square. Now what is AB taken as 2A and what will be BD? Since it is an equilateral triangle, this perpendicular which we have drawn will bisect this. That means BD is equal to DC is equal to A, it will become, right? BD equal to DC equal to the half of the measure. Okay, so it is bisecting that line. So here you will get AB as 2A the whole square minus BD square will become A square, which is equal to 4A square minus A square, that is 3A square. So you'll get AD is equal to root of 3A square, which will be root 3A. Now we have got one of the altitudes of the triangle. Now again, since it is an equilateral triangle, all the altitudes will be of equal measure. Since in an equilateral triangle, all the altitudes are equal, we have each of its altitudes will be of the same measure is equal to root 3A. Okay. Question number 7 is, prove that the sum of the squares of the sides of a rhombus is equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonals. So let ABCD be a rhombus with the diagonals intersecting at O. Now what you need to prove is the sum of the squares of the sides of the rhombus means AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square. Those are your sum of the squares of the sides. Will be equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonals. That means the diagonals are your AC and BD. So you will get, or you have to prove that AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square is equal to AC square plus BD square. These are your sum of the squares of your diagonals. Okay, so this is you to prove that. For that, what are these? We have to tell, no? Let ABCD be a rhombus with diagonals intersecting at O. Diagonals intersecting at O. Okay, and you have to prove these things. Now for the rhombus, since ABCD is a rhombus, what all you have? ABCD is a rhombus. We have AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA, right? And the diagonals will be bisecting each other, and diagonals bisect each other. So the concept which you are getting is this will be 90, or else I'm just considering this as 90 because I'm going to take this triangle in order to prove this. Okay, so I can say that OA, what will be OA then? See, this is OA, it will be half of AC, right? Half of AC, and OB will be half of BD, right? And you have angle AOB as 90 degree. So our purpose is to start with the triangle AOB and reach this result. Okay, since it is a right angle triangle, you can use your Pythagoras theorem here also. Okay, so consider the right triangle AOB. Okay, and here you can use your Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem will give you AB square which will act as the hypotenuse. So AB square will be equal to AO square plus OB square. Okay, OA square plus OB square. Now what is OA square? That we will replace from this, which is half AC whole square plus OB is half BC whole square. Okay, this will give you 1 by 4 AC square plus 1 by 4 BC square. Sorry, BD square. This is BD. Okay. So after taking the LCM, this 4 will go here and you will get 4AB square, which is equal to AC square plus BD square. Now what we are doing is, this 4 we are splitting it as 4 times. We are writing AB square, AB square, AB square, AB square. Okay, and the right hand side is same. Why we are doing like this is, we have to just make the others as, since all are equal, you can just replace 1 AB square with BC square, 1 AB with CD, 1 AB with DA. This imply that AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square is equal to AC square plus BD square. Okay, so this is BD. So you got the result which you have to prove. Question number 8 is, in the given figure, O is a point in the interior of the triangle ABC. This is O. O is a point in the interior of the triangle, and OD perpendicular to BC, OE perpendicular to AC, and OF perpendicular to OAB. It's much is given in the question. Now you have to show that first part is OA square plus OB square plus OC square. So when they say OA square, we don't have in the figure. So first thing which we need to do is we have to join O and A. So we are drawing this OA. Then you need OB square. That means here you have to join OB and OC square also. So this also we are joining. That means we are joining OA, OB and OC, right? Then you just see, when we consider this triangle AOF, why we are considering this means here it is 90 degree. That means here also it is 90 degrees. Means it is a right angle triangle. AOF is a right angle triangle. And here you can use your Pythagoras theorem. Relating the sides, you just see you have OA here. So this is OA square. Then you have OF and AF. So you are just using the Pythagoras theorem for this triangle. Again, you can use that Pythagoras theorem in this triangle and then in this triangle, so that you will get the result. Okay, so let's start with joining OA, OB and OC. And now we are considering the triangle AOF. Now since it is right angled at, which is right angled at F. Okay, so that you can use your Pythagoras theorem. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, what you will get, OA is acting as the hypotenuse. So you will get OA square is equal to OF square plus AF square. Okay, next we are moving to the next triangle, which is BDO. Now why? Again, you can just see OB is connected, OB is there, then BD is there, and OD is there. Okay, that's why we are considering that triangle. So consider triangle BOD, which is right angled at D. Okay, again by Pythagoras theorem, you will have OB square. OB is acting as the hypotenuse, so OB square is equal to OD square plus BD square. Okay, put it as equation number 1. This is equation number 2. One more equation you will get. Consider which triangle we will consider. Just see, you have OC square. So OC, this side should be there. Then you have you have OE and OF we have already considered, OE and CE. So that these three sides you will have OC, CE and OE. Okay, so considering triangle COE right angled at E, again applying Pythagoras theorem, you will have OC square is equal to OE square plus CE square, which is equation number 3. Now we are just adding all the three. Why? Because we need in between you have addition sign, so you are just adding 1, 2 and 3. You will get OA square plus OB square plus OC square is equal to, right hand side will be added, so that you are getting OF square plus AF square plus OD square plus BD square plus OE square plus CE square. Now according to what we need to prove is, we have to take OD square, OE square and OF square to the left hand side. OF, OD and OE, all the squares should be taken to the left hand side so that you can get the result, because only the right hand side will contain these three terms, which are AF square, BD square and CE square. Okay, so we'll have OA square plus OB square plus OC square minus OF square minus OD square minus OE square, which is equal to AF square plus BD square plus CE square. Okay. Now for the second part, it is AF square plus BD square plus CE square is equal to AE square plus CD square plus BF square. And using the first part only, we will prove the second part, which we have already proved. What is that? AF square, just see, the right hand side of this is the left hand side of this. So we have AF square plus BD square plus CE square is equal to this one, that is OA square plus OB square plus OC square minus OD square minus OE square minus OF square. Now the thing which we need is AE square. We have to reach AE square. In order to get that, we will just go for what is AE, this one. So AE square means you have to consider this triangle. That means if you are collecting from these, if you are collecting, AE square can be written as AO square minus OE square. So you have AO square or OA square and OE square. If you are collecting, OA square and OE square minus OE square, you just see what is that? OA square minus OE square will give you AE square. So in the next step, you can just replace it with AE square. Next we will collect. You have to get CD square. So CD square means it is here. So you are considering this triangle. So CD square will give you this square, that is the hypotenuse square is OC square minus OD square. Okay, that means these two. So OC square minus OD square, and these two will be collected. That is, in order to get BF square, you are considering BF is here. So BF square will give you OB square minus OF square. So we have just arranged them so that we can collect them and write instead of this term as replaced with this. So it will be AE square, then here you will get CD square, and here you will get BF square. So that you have proved AF square plus BD square plus CE square is equal to AE square plus CD square plus BF square. Question number 9 is, a ladder 10 meter long reaches a window 8 meter above the ground. Find the distance of the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall. So I've drawn a rough figure where you have a ladder which is 10 meter long, the wall which is 8 meter in height. Window is here somewhat, so this is the wall's height from the ground or from the base. Okay, and you have to find out the distance of the foot of the ladder. This is the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall. So this distance you have to find out, so that again it will form a right angled triangle. Hence you can use the Pythagoras theorem and find out what is this. Okay, so let AB is equal to x meters from the figure. So what all we have from the triangle ABC, you will have right angled at B by, you can apply the Pythagoras theorem, and the Pythagoras theorem states that you have hypotenuse square, which is AC square, will give you base square plus altitude square, AB square plus BC square, and AB is your x, so this x square plus BC square is 8 square, this is 10 square, so that you will get x square is equal to 10 square minus 8 square, or x square is 100 minus 64, which will give you 36. So your x square is 36, means x is 6. You will take only positive here because it is a distance. Okay, so this will be your distance of the foot of the ladder, from the base of the wall, is 6 meters. Okay. Question number 10 is, a guy wire attached to a vertical pole of height 18 meter is 24 meter long and has a stake attached to the other end. How far from the base of the pole should the stake be driven so that the wire will be taut? So guy wire means it is a wire usually used to support a vertical thing. That means you can see in electrical posts there will be a supporter wire, and that wire is known as guy wire. Okay, and there will be a knot like thing which is known as stake, and it is used to attach it to the ground or somewhere like on the ground. Okay, so they have been given that the height of the vertical pole is 18 meter and the guy wire is 24 meter long, and you have to find out the distance from the vertical base of the vertical pole to that stake. Okay, it has been taut means it has been tied there. So this is the distance which you need to find out here. Again, it is acting, since it is vertical pole and with the ground, it will be having a 90 degree or a right angle triangle there. So that you can just say ABC is a right angled triangle, and you can use your Pythagoras theorem to find out that distance AB. Okay, let the distance between the base of the pole and the stake be x meters, that is AB is equal to x meters. Now from triangle ABC you will get, since it is right angled at B by Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now AC square means it is 24 square is equal to AB you have taken as x, so you will get x square plus 18 square. That means x square is equal to 24 square minus 18 square. 24 square is 576 minus 18 square is 324, and subtracting these two will give you 252. So you're getting actually x square as 252. That means x is root of 252, and root of 252 is 36 into 7, root of 36 into 7. So 36 into 7 will give you 252. Hence, you will get this to be 6 root 7 is your x. Therefore, the distance between the base of the pole and the stake is 6 root 7 meters. Okay. 11th question is, an aeroplane leaves an airport and flies due north at the speed of 1000 km per hour. At the same time, another aeroplane leaves the same airport and flies due west at a speed of 1200 km per hour. How far apart will be the two planes after 1.5 hours? So suppose the planes are starting from this point O, so that first plane is traveling to the north direction. Suppose it has reached this point. Let us take this as x. Okay, and it has been traveling in the speed at a speed of 1000 km per hour. So after 1.5 hours, suppose this plane reaches the point. Okay, and the other plane which is traveling from the same point, starting from the same point and traveling in the west direction, and suppose it is reaching this point taken as y, and at a speed of 1200 km per hour it is traveling. We have to find out the distance. This is the point when it reaches after this much hours, that is 1.5 hours. So what you need is this distance. What is the distance between the two planes after 1.5 hours? So you need to find out xy given as in figure, and you know that north and west direction will be perpendicular to each other. So now we can use the Pythagoras theorem to find out what is xy. Before that, we have to find out the distance OY and OX. Okay, so the distance O, you know, distance is equal to speed into time, right? So speed is given and time is taken as 1.5 hours, so that the distance OX, therefore distance OX, this one, okay, this distance will be speed. Its speed is 1000 km per hour and time is 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours means it is 3/2. So that you are getting it to be 1500 kilometers. So after 1.5 hours, the plane is reaching 1500 kilometers. Okay, it has traveled 1500 kilometers. Now the distance OY will be, again speed into time. Its speed is 1200 into the time taken, which is 1.5 hours, 3/2. So that you are getting it to be 1800 kilometers. Now you got OX and OY, so that you can use your Pythagoras theorem and find out what is XY, which is the distance between the two planes after 1.5 hours. So the distance between the two planes after 1.5 hours, that is XY. Okay. So you are getting xy is equal to, or xy square, which is acting as the hypotenuse. So xy square is equal to OX square plus OY square. OX square is how much? 1500 the whole square plus 1800 the whole square, which is equal to 225,000 plus 324. 4 times you will have that 0, and addition of these two will give you 9, then 4, then 5. 549,000. So that what is your xy? It is root of 549,000. So 4 zeros inside the root will give you 2 zeros outside the root, and here 549. 549. So here if I'm writing, I can write 100 into root of 549. Now what is 549? It is 61 into 9. Okay, so you'll get 100 to root of 61 into 9. And 9 you can take it out as 3. So it will give you 3 into 100, which is 300 root 61. That much kilometers. Okay, therefore distance between the two planes after 1.5 hours is 300 kilometers. Between the two planes after 1.5 hours is equal to 300 root 61 kilometers. Okay.